I trust in you. I'm confident in your capability. And in the tradition, if the teachers give someone's rope and a bow, it's very important. That means that person will be the lineage holder. If you have the teacher's rope, you have the teacher's bow, that means you are confirmed to be a lineage holder. Okay? It's very important. But because in the big Sangha, you know that, in the big Sangha, not every student, they still want fame, they want recognition, they want everything. Other student too, you know. So the teacher afraid that if I give you the rope and the bow, you will get harmed because of jealousies, power. So once the teacher give him the rope, transmit him the rope and the bow and say, you have to leave here. Immediately. So the teacher, there is a river, a big river, have to cross the river to go to the south. So the teacher may say that, okay, now at 2 o'clock, 4 o'clock, I will, you go with me, I will deliver you to another soul. Right? So he and the teachers went to the river to cross to the boat, to the canoe, and the teacher said that, okay, now I will canoe you, I'll paddle you to the another soul, and the teacher and the students say, no. When I was a student knowing nothing, you showed me the way. Now I can have the confidence to paddle the boat for myself. That's what it is. Now I have let me paddle the boat and transmit, and that is the essence. So now I can work for myself. When I was a very immature student, you teach me, you raise me, you show me how to work. But now I am mature in the practice. I have to work for myself. Now I have confidence, I have trust in my work. So I have to do that for myself. I say, okay, now. So you are the same. Your mind and my mind is the same. That means we call transmission. Mind to the mind. Transmission is like that. That's just transmission. Your mind is at level, my mind that we understand the Dharma at the same level. That is the real transmission. Transmission of the Dharma. Now the teacher totally trusts the student that you're able to carry on the Dharma. It doesn't matter what kind of obstacle. So after the next few days, after the next morning, the teacher was in the room, didn't come out for meditation. And many students I said, where's the teacher? He didn't come out for dinner, for breakfast. So what happened to him? He might be sick. And then they come and knock on the door. I say, it's teacher, why can't, when we bring you food, are you sick? I said, no, I'm not sick. So what happened? I say, all the rope and the bows already went to south. And then other people, and then students say, and then the chase. They run to fight back, to get back the boat, the the arm bow, and then the rope, because that is the transmission. So the many other monks go and they are very skillful and they run after that monk and to fight to get back the bow and the rope. And then the monk was run but couldn't able to skillfully to hide to run away from this monk. So they say, and then he leave the bow and the rope behind, say, are you coming here for the bow or for the Dharma? And then he leave the bow on the rocks. the bolder. They say, if you come here for the Dharma, please stop your mind running. You're running mind. You're running after the power and fame. Power. So in life, that's what we run for. Fame. Power. So in family like that, the same. You know, when you have many children and you are rich, that's what they fight for. Right? Fame and money and material. If you don't have the will, then, you know, live in will or die in will, they will fight. You know, who have more property. So you have to transmit them more than that, not just on material. I transmit you my mind. No, I don't give you my material. Right? If you have children, that's what you should do. The way you live your life, your love and kindness, your insight, your compassion, that's what you want to transmit to them. And if they're able to embody that, their life will be much more better. Right? Much more better. Transmit them education. So we don't come to Buddhism because you see Buddhism, we don't have a lot of material. We don't have like, but other religion, they have a lot of material. But Buddhism, that's why Buddhism, country of Buddhism, they are very poor. You know, you see Myanmar, you know, Vietnam, or other countries. The Buddhism, why they have a good teaching, but they're very poor because they don't emphasize on that part. The monastic, we don't emphasize on that part. We want to transmit them the quality of inner peace, the quality of kindness. But we still need it in life anyway, you know. But don't attach to that. Doesn't mean that we still need the material life. And we need a temple, a place so that we can practice, but don't attach to that. Don't be caused a lot and fight each other. Right? Because sometimes we fight because of the big temple or whatever we have. That's happened to many centers already. And then you lost the essence of the teachings. And we practice because of power, because of fame, because of material. We don't practice because of the kindness, of the compassion, of the solidity, of the peacefulness. So we deviate the path already. Right? The path already. So we have to be very careful. You know? Even the temple that can be 1,000 years in Tibet, you know, now is a lot of temple being destroyed. Right? Thousands of years now being destroyed by the government, Chinese government. Right? But all the monks, the people who embody the teaching still move on. It doesn't matter. Right? Like we have the Dalai Lama, many great teachers come out to the West, you know, benefit more people. So if we don't embody that, we lost everything. You know, we lost everything, material a lot, and we don't have a good continuations of the teachings. Right? But if we embody that quality, it doesn't matter. It will never last. It will transmit that quality to one generation to the next generation. So the Buddha say in on the sutra, the Buddha say that you don't come to the practice because of material. I don't have that to give you. And that's so already. The Buddha leave behind everything. Right? I don't have that to give you. You practice because of the Dharma. You continue the Dharma. So if one person to able to carry on the quality of the Dharma, then that Dharma never dies. That's why in Buddhist 2,600 years, it's never died. The quality of that is embodied through embodied through generation after generation. If those practitioner is a genuine practitioner, and they transmit that genuine practice, genuine quality to the next generation, that is, for me, is a lineage holder. It remove all the name of the lineage. That's what you continue. Right? So all of us here, we all have the responsibility to carry that. It doesn't matter who you are. Whether you can be a lay practitioner, you can carry that. If you have that, you live that quality. Shaving hair doesn't mean anything. It's just a form. Wearing the brown robe is just the form. But if you embody that quality, you are the continuation of the Dharma. You don't have to be a yellow skin, you have to be white skin, you have to be black skin. It doesn't matter who you are. You carry that quality, the quality of freedom, the quality of emancipation. Whatever you speak out, you carry that quality. You carry this quality in your everyday life. You have to live this quality, the quality of stillness. You are still in action. That's very important. You are stillness. You are still, but in action. That is very important. You don't say, I have to sit on a cushion to be stillness, to be still. No, that is the beginner. That's the introduction. In life, you have to move. You have to interact. But that interaction have to embody the quality of stillness. And people can feel that. The Dalai Lama is he have a busy schedule for more than us. I live with Thay. He's the very busiest monk, writing book, teaching students, all the time receiving guests. You come to the great teacher. The more you are embody this quality, the more busy you are, because people come to you. You have to be in the conversation, but you are in stillness, because you are not caught by appearance. You radiate the energy of awareness and stillness in your action. For example, when you close the door, that's in action. But the moment you hold the knots of the door, the moment you close the door, you can see the stillness through that action, right? That action. And that is the ultimate. That is the genuine quality of stillness. So you don't have to be still, sitting still all the time to be still, right? You have to be in action, but be in stillness. If, for example, if I in here I just meditate all the time, nothing get done. Right? Nothing get done. This morning, the bell was coming down. Get all the trash. I go out and I pick all the trash and I get a cut in my hand. So the true quality of the Dharma, when you're doing things but you are still in stillness, doing things but you are still very firmly, doing things but you have the freedom in doing it. And you become more active. So all great masters, they are very active, but they are very free. They're very free. They have busy schedule, but they are freedom. They have a lot of freedom. To imagine Dalai Lama, every day he receives thousands of monks around him. And all over the world come to see him. Right? Just when I was in Prometheus, something like that. In summer retreats, we have 1,000 of people. 10,000. Each week we have 1,000 people. Each week. And all the monks have to be busy. everybody have to cook. You know, we have a team of like 10, one chef, one head chef, one head cooker, and we have at least 10 in each team, 10 assistant chopping the vegetable, and so all monks have to do toilet, going shopper. You know, one year I was a shopper for 6 months. You know, every day in the summer I go to shop. You know, I go to the farm. You know, buy like organic food. You know, it's cheaper and you know save money for the community. But you have to spend time to go out and go farm and buy you know fresh milk, fresh vegetable is cheaper. So all summer, you know, a month of summer is very busy. You know. But we have to, in that, we have to do the practice. We have to cook. We have to lead the practice. You know, Thay just only teach, and all the monks have to lead the practice. Dharma discussion, schedule is all day long. Beginning new, presentation. Oh, busy all day. You know, from 5 to 10 o'clock. Yes, when summer we from 5 already get up and to 10 o'clock busy. But ask ourselves, are we free? What we do that? Wow, service. And that's how we train ourselves. We don't wait for other people to serve us. Yeah. So whatever you do, you ask yourself, do you have the freedom in your hearts? Or are you busy with all of this mental affliction? Busy with thinking someone that been hurting you, someone talking in your back, something be jealous with you. You as a human, we have all this character, you know. If you are a rich person, if you are a famous person, a lot of jealousy around you. It doesn't matter. Ask yourself, are you able to sit still while you are working? You know, here you have to work 8 hours, you know, or more, and after 8 hours you have a family. You have to go shop after work, right? Pick up some food, pick up your children, take them to the sport. You know, to many. In that busyness, ask yourself, are you able? You have freedom. As a monkey, I'm busy. I'm very, you know. So Thursday I fly out already. And I come back on Saturday night, and next Sunday I have to be in Colorado Springs. And then come back, and then on the 13th I leave again to San Jose for 3 more days. So in that a busy life, ask yourself, are you free? Ask the question. Truly ask yourself. In meditation, ask yourself that kind of question. Are you free? Or are you really bugged out? Or really? And people ask me, Thay, if you're that busy, do you have time to practice? Many people ask me that. I said, sure, for now, why not? You have to, in that busyness, but you have to. Do you have time to practice? I say, why not? Without practice, I'm very easy to get irritated. Without practice, if you don't have, you know, when on retreats, many people they just come and chat, and you know, people, and sometimes they ask you question, and they want you to recognize that they are present. I say, okay. Many people come and ask. I know the energy right away when they ask. Sometimes that question should be asked, but they still ask me anyway. They say, hey, do you see my children? Okay, yes, I do. So if you don't get the freedom, you can very easily to get irritated. Easily to get upset. So freedom here, that means allow yourself to let go of things around you. And don't hold on to your heart. So there's two kind of we call obstacle. External obstacle and internal obstacle. External obstacle that we all understand, the environment obstacle. For example, when we have a ceremony this Sunday, and suddenly in the middle of the Sunday, all our rain coming, and we all have to run away from place. We have the space to nobody have space. Everybody get wet, and we were prepared to offer food for the monk outside.
Right.
Everything was set down. But everybody happy. And the monks, we just meet in a circle and we eat together. It's more fun. just like, we just circle it out and we just eat. That external obstacle, you don't expect that. And suddenly, and hell and rain, all kind. That's why the reason we have Visak late, because I want it's the warm weather.
Yeah.
But the sky say no. We have to bring you obstacle. I said that's okay. We will smile. That's kind of external obstacle. And also another example, external obstacle is someone that has always bother you. That kind of external obstacle. But if you hold on to that person, create obstacle, and you just continue and make you feel uncomfortable, you hold on to that uncomfortable day by day after day after day, then it's called internal obstacle. For example, someone talk behind your back, right? That external obstacle. But if you hold on to that person, that's gossip, and you don't able to transform, that is called internal obstacle. The conditioner around you. If someone, so external obstacle is easy to let go, but internal obstacle, then you have to do a lot of reflecting. You have to do a lot of meditation on that internal. And I said, why are you so stupid to hold on this internal obstacle, the gossip, and the rest of my night is restlessness. And a lot of time we do that. So that's why the Buddha said that we are ignorance because of that. That's the ignorance. We know that if we hold on to that. That person say something stupid to you last night and you still hold on for many days and many years. And that person already goes somewhere else, but you still have that in your heart. That internal obstacle. And do you exaggerate on that? You elaborate on that, fabricate on that. Internal. And you think of that day and night. And you get cancer out of that. And you lost your freedom. So life is a flow of obstacle. It just flow. It doesn't matter you will encounter obstacle. It doesn't matter what. Very small thing, just for this morning, trash was laying out, I just coming out, I just do and I cut myself. I can be very angry at the bear, I say, I say no. The bear do nothing because I'm not mindful of myself. So I cut myself, I go get a bandage, wrap around, continue to come out and walk again. So whatever you do, it doesn't matter how big or small, there's always obstacle. But that external, the project we do here, there's many things that I have to do with. This Sunday, the person who matched her come, and I was arranging her to give a speech to talk where we are to the community. So people stop come and ask me all the time. You say, but it's not work out. In the middle of the ceremony, rain and come down, and we're not able to do that. To deliver, she's not able to deliver the report to the community. That's an obstacle, So if she able to deliver that report to everybody know where it is, and we can ask people to make more donation, then we have some more fun to continue the building. But finally we have nothing. That's okay. I say that's okay. Maybe that, unfavorable condition, but can be unfavorable condition. But I just smile. I say that's okay. Yeah, we can do it next time. Yeah. So when you have freedom in your heart, it doesn't matter what things happen. You're able to accept it and have a way out. Able to smile. Able to smile. So when things happen, obstacles happen, and you're able to be at peace and able to smile, that means you showing that your practice is working. So the practice you have to continue doing every moment of your life. You can say that you cannot say that I stop my practice. If you stop to do your practice, obstacle will come. But you practice, obstacle will come anyway. But you're able to smile. You're able to accept it because you have the strength. The obstacle to come to you is to test you. If you're able to overcome, to transform, you have more strength. More strength. And that's how we generate the strength. Without this obstacle, we don't have experience. We don't have the strength. So I always tell myself something negative happened. I said, this is the time for me to really do the practice. To do the practice. So something, an obstacle happened to your life, while you practice, say, Thay, people come to me and say, the more I practice, how come many negative and obstacles come to you? I say, oh, that's good. That's good. Because you are really practicing. That's why they come and ask you to test, to challenge you, to challenge your practice. So that whatever happened in community, I don't have lost hope. I say, I just, as long as you don't react negatively, you don't blame, you don't condemn because of what's happening. That's important. Be still and see through. To see the nature of the obstacle. And when you're able to see the nature of the obstacle, that is the nature of the practice. That is the nature of the Dharma. The Dharma is to help you. When you embody the nature of the Dharma, you can see through that obstacle right away. You have light to set on that right away. And then you're able to manage, you control your reaction in a native way. You're able to pause your reaction. And that is stillness. In that moment, you interact, but your mind are transparency. Your mind are still. And then you don't give rise, and then your mind, you don't allow your mind. You see through, you don't allow your mind to give rise to anger. And you don't act on that anger. And hate. And when the moment you have allows the anger to pop up to your consciousness, simultaneously hatred come along. Hate come along. It's like two friends. But if and then that anger, that hatred arise, pop up, if you're not able to transform, you hold on to that. And that costs you the restless night. Costs you the restless nights.
Could we see if there are questions?
Sure. Yeah, so give me 5 more minutes and you can have questions. So today I just want to share with you 4 things that mean the freedom in our way of life, in your practice, the emancipation that you embody that, the liberation quality in the work of your life. And the second point I want to share with you is the firm, the solidity qualities.
Could you say it again?
The firmness and the solidity.
Okay.
That means you have the qualities not to swing your mind because of external obstacle. Shaking up, impact by the external. When you have the stillness, when you have the firmness, the solidity, you're able to penetrate, to see through the obstacle. And that means you have